Hi, I'm Dibley, and today I'm going to talk to you about Shelly Sidings. Now, for those of you who only follow me on long form videos and not short form or Instagram, you will probably see that quite a lot has changed. We've basically got most of the ground cover scenery done. We've got some retaining walls. We've got a bit of a hill there. We've got the buffer stops. We have a platform in. We've got some Maplin mills. They're made by Bunter's yard. They need to be completed. I need to have an extra little section just to sort of pad it out. We've got a little building there which the controller goes in. We've got a laser cut building here which I've designed. And there is another laser cut building there which I've designed. Now, if you remember, the point controllers are behind here and the power controller is behind there. So those buildings are just low relief buildings to cover the control units. There's a little Bunter's yard hut and a little gate. I think you saw that last time. That's controlled by a lever. We've got the head shunt over there. Still quite a bit of work to do over there. We've got the retaining wall in there. We've got the sheep field here with some of Bunter's yard's sheep. And yes, you can probably see a bit of a theme here. I've got a lot of Bunter's yard's products. And there is one of Bunter's yard's ruined buildings. Some sheep drinking out of a trough. Some of Bunter's yard's fencing. The Didcot sand house, also by, believe it or not, Bunter's yard. Some ratio signals. One of these I've got second hand, or actually both of them are second hand. One was in quite poor shape, so one of them is rebuilt with 3D printed bits. It has a bit of a lean on it, as you can see. Unfortunately, I gave it a bit of a ding. It does need a bit of a tune, both of them, as you might be able to see. The actual signal arms are a little bit on the floppy side, and actually you can see how badly bent that is. So I need to try and heat it up and bend it straighter again at some point. So the thought behind the buildings are, which if you've seen some of my short form videos, you will know this. So in the middle of the 19th century, when manufacture of clothing was probably in quite a prime in the UK, this building was created for cotton and linen for the J.C. Shelly manufacturing company. Then at the end of the 19th century, they needed some office, so they just built another little building on the end, slightly different style, hence why it's got to be a different time. Then in the 1930s, rayon started to become quite a popular material to make clothes and fabrics with. So they doing quite well. They built another bit of an extension building, and that was for rayon manufacturing. And then in the 60s, there was another slight boost in materials for making clothing. And that was, and I've forgotten what it is, polyester. There we go. So in the sort of 40s, 50s, they built another building so that they could do some polyester clothing manufacturing. And that's the story behind all the different buildings. I've still got to do quite a lot of work to this one. It's going to be a whitewash building, but it's going to be in quite poor state. I do need to do some roofs. None of them have got roofs, as you can see. I'm a bit roof allergic, I think. I do struggle finishing buildings. I get it up to the eaves line, and that's probably about as far as I go. That's probably it for the moment. I don't think there's anything else of note on the layout. So there you go. Probably won't do another update for about 2 or 3 months or 4 months, knowing at the speed I do updates. But in the meantime, I'll just leave you a couple of little panning shots just so you can have a look. And if you got this far, well done. Why not just drop us a quick comment saying that you actually got to the end. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.